My name is Emily, and I grew up with an older sister named Jessica. As long as I can remember, Jessica was always cruel to me. I don't know if it was jealousy, arrogance, or simply the pleasure of seeing me suffer, but the truth is, she made it a point to turn my life into hell. My mom used to say it was just sisterly behavior, that deep down she loved me, but I never felt that love. On the contrary, every day with her felt like a new test of endurance. One of the most humiliating moments of my childhood happened when she locked me in the basement. I was only 8 years old and terrified of the dark, the musty smell, and the strange noises coming from the walls. She laughed as she turned off the light and closed the door, ignoring my desperate screams. I was down there for hours, crying and shaking, until my mom finally found me. Jessica said it was just a joke, but I knew it wasn't. There was also that day at school when she spread a terrible rumor about me. She told all our classmates that I still slept with a teddy bear and wet the bed. During recess, everyone laughed and mocked me, and I just wanted to disappear. When I confronted Jessica, she shrugged and said I needed to learn not to be so sensitive. To her, my pain was just entertainment. On another occasion, Jessica ruined my birthday. I had been looking forward to it for weeks, waiting for my party with my friends and my favorite cake. However, minutes before the guests arrived, Jessica accidentally dropped the cake on the floor. My mom tried to fix the situation, but nothing could erase the satisfied look on my sister's face as she saw my special day ruined. She always knew how to turn my happiness into sadness. When I was in elementary school, I won a presentation at school where I had to sing in front of everyone. I practiced for weeks, trying to overcome my stage fright. The night before the event, Jessica sabotaged everything. While I was sleeping, she tampered with my alarm clock and replaced my rehearsed outfit with a ridiculous pajama. When I woke up late and rushed to school, I realized what had happened. Everyone laughed when I got on stage looking like that. Jessica was in the audience with a victorious smile. Once, she made me embarrass myself in front of the boy I had a crush on. I liked a boy named Ryan and finally had the courage to talk to him. Jessica, as always, found a way to ruin everything. While we were talking, she appeared out of nowhere and started telling embarrassing stories from my childhood, making up lies and exposing me. Ryan laughed, but not in the way I had hoped. My heart broke, and Jessica walked away with her usual satisfied expression. The last straw was when she sabotaged my dress for an important dance. I was excited, I had picked out the perfect dress, and everything seemed to be finally going right for me. But Jessica, as always, couldn't let that happen. Just before I was about to leave, she spilled grape juice on my dress, pretending it was an accident. I cried out of anger, and at that moment I realized I could never count on her. But destiny has a funny way of balancing things out. Time passed, and Jessica, always used to playing dirty, ended up getting into trouble. When she entered college, she tried to be popular in the same way she had at home, by humiliating others. But no one tolerated that kind of behavior there. She became isolated, lost friends, and ended up alone. Even though I didn't wish ill on anyone, I saw this as a lesson. What we do to others always comes back to us in some way. Years later, we met again. Jessica was no longer the arrogant person she used to be. She looked tired, worn out. She apologized, said she now understood what she had done to me and regretted it. I accepted the apology, not because I wanted to be her friend, but because holding on to grudges only harms us. I learned that the best way to overcome someone cruel isn't by becoming like them, but by moving forward and being happy despite everything. Life teaches us that what goes around comes around. Jessica learned that the hard way. And I, despite everything, moved on with my life, not letting the past define who I am.